About Big Pharma. We've talked. Oh, your Alaska cruise.
Oh, my Alaska cruise.
What is going on with your Alaska cruise?
Well, I'm not sure what's going on, but I can tell you that it's going to be wonderful if it happens, and I'm sure wanting it to happen. There are about 35 people that are going to be going on a health and healing extravaganza. And at this extravaganza, not only will you be getting your wonderful cruise and your wonderful meals, but you'll also have the opportunity of listening to different presenters, not just reflexologists, but people from all the different practices, all the different modalities. So whether it's about making money your friend, or
a whole variety of talks.
A whole variety of talks, hypnotism and whatnot.
You've also talked about it on your blog, too, right?
Yeah.
And you'll be putting a whole bunch of stuff on your blog. As a matter of fact, some of this is going to end up on the blog, too.
Oh, good.
Oh, absolutely. Come on. We don't. And listen, are you having fun with your blog?
What?
Are you having fun?
I love it. I really am I love writing, and I love expressing myself, and I love having a point of view. One of the things I've always regaled in people, I don't care what your point of view is as long as you have one.
Yeah.
And all the people that I've loved on TV, it doesn't matter what they say as long as they have a real strong point of view. And my theory on that is make up your mind absolutely and then change it. That's the sign of maturity.
Get out, really?
That's maturity.
Why? Explain that.
Because once you've made up your mind, now you learn more about it and you find out you're wrong. Or at least you're partially not right.
So it's a continual education process for everyone, right?
For everyone.
You know what? I know certain people that are so stubborn that they will not change. They have a point of view, and no matter what you do, you can educate all day long. They cannot change, and it's really sad because I think life needs to have a little bit of malleability in it, a lot of malleability. Otherwise, you're going to get resentment. And as you say, when you start getting rigid and structured and not able to change them, that affects your health, right?
It gives you arthritis.
See? Everything that we do causes another thing.
That's right.
To either go wrong or to mirror in the body or to say, pay attention to me over here or pay attention to me over here.
And arthritis is inflexibility.
Fascinating. What about people that can't see?
Well, I think they're blind to some other things as well. I think it really depends on how they lead their life. There's a young man who can't see, and he goes skateboarding. He does everything that kids do. And he uses echolocation. He clicks his tongue.
He clicks
his tongue, and that's his echolocator.
No.
So he walks as if he were sighted. It's fantastic.
Who is this guy?
I don't remember his. I don't recall his name.
He's on TV, though, right?
Yeah. And there are YouTubes about him. If you YouTube fellow who can't see and echolocates, you'll be able to find out.
I'm gonna have to do that.
There's that. What's his name? Vrotek or whatever his name is. The guy with no arms and legs.
Oh, really? I've never heard.
He's a speaker all across the world.
Really?
And he has no arms, no legs. He swims. He does everything.
He swims.
He swims. He's brilliant. No arms, no legs, just a torso with a head.
No.
Brilliant guy. Well, you see people like that and you say, okay, if these people can make something out of their lives, then those of us who have arms and legs and ears
have no excuse.
Have no excuse to get stuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you make out of your life what you want.
And you know, when we're sitting in the middle of your living room and I see stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of books and learning materials and references, and I walk into your little office there and it's everywhere. You're a lifelong learner. You're a lifelong student.
My mother taught me that.
I'll bet. So what? Okay, for our listeners, aside from reflexology, what's your favorite subject? I'm going to throw a curveball at you.
I would have to say a study of animals and how they function.
No kidding.
First of all, animals don't lie, and they live in the present, which we should do more of. So when you're working with animals, you're getting a true statement every time. And just following different animals, whether we're talking about dogs and all the different shows that are on TV that tell you how to train a dog, and training a dog is really not training a dog, it's training a person.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because dogs are doing what dogs do.
I believe that, exactly. Yeah.
But I've been watching some incredible programs about animals and learning a great deal about them. For instance, the animals that adopt other animals.
Did you see that one with the dog and the crow?
The dog and the crow. The cat and the crow.
The cat and the crow, or dog and the crow. This crow would come every day and they would play together.
Yeah, and there's a dog that every day goes to play with his dolphin.
Really?
He runs off the beach and jumps in and swims out to his dolphin.
No kidding.
You know, there's the story, it's sad now, but the elephant that had a dog as a companion, and the dog has just died. And the dog was killed by some coyotes. And the elephant went to try to save it, but it didn't work. But elephants have a really very formal grieving process. And so she carried the dog back to the living quarters.
Really?
You know, and carried it all the way back there to do her grieving and spend time with her dog friend.
No kidding.
There's an elephant that has fallen in love with a goat.
What?
So just that kind of thing of, if those animals can get along and have nothing in common, then what is it that they have that we don't?
Yeah.
Why can't we get along with people who are different from us?
Yeah.
Why can we only get along with people who are almost like us, and then we don't like them because we're jealous of them?
Yeah. And there's where opposites attracting comes in,
Yeah.
right? You don't want to get together with too many people that are like you because you might clash. I don't know.
You get bored, too.
Yeah.
It's like looking in a mirror and talking to yourself.
Exactly.
But they should think like you.
Yeah. Do you miss your pets?
No. And the reason I don't is because where I live now in my residence, there's no room for a dog, and I do not have the ability anymore to take those wonderful long walks in the woods. I could not give them what I want to. And so I don't miss them. And there's pets here. There are a lot of people who have little puppies, and so I go pet them.
You had a puppy in your apartment today.
Yeah, so I get to see dogs, and I get to talk to them. There's somebody that comes visiting with a dog to pet.
Oh, yeah.
And I was talking to her about training because her dog is not trained. And she would have much more fun with her dog if she took it dancing.
What?
Oh, there's some wonderful classes in doggy dancing.
Doggy dancing?
Yeah. Not everybody wants to do the agility stuff. But dancing is something else, and you can be much more modest in your energy.
Actually, we you know what? We saw an example of doggy dancing when we went to the open house in that animal sanctuary in Langley. Critter Care, I think it was. And they have raccoons, and they have bears, and they had, it was fantastic.
Great stuff.
Yeah. Let me just break for a minute. I'm just going to see if we can capture this video.